to the Chinatown Museum here in Manila. And just in case you didn't know, the oldest Chinatown in the world is actually here in the Philippines. It was established way back in 1594. Thus, we have a long history of traditions, culture, story from ups, downs, and struggles, and even success for the Chinese Filipino community, or rather Filipino-Chinese community. Here also you'll be able to find different awards and recognitions that Chinatown have accumulated over the years. This museum's entrance is located nearby a building that's around 168. The entrance was around 100 pesos. And here there's a big space where you can take photos, and in that Binondo word there's a lot of images and graphics, artworks in the letter Binondo. And later we'll also have a photo with that, perfect for a selfie. And something that you can also buy is the passport, wherein you'll be able to stamp every locations that you'll be seeing inside the museum. But during this time I didn't buy anything. I didn't know about it. So just in case you're about to go there, you must buy that passport, so that when you get inside, you'll be able to stamp on the paper and get some memorabilia. If you're curious what were the original names of Chinatown before the World War II, or before the present names, it's a great time machine. Definitely something that you will enjoy. And as you can see in a very old map, that the Philippines is definitely rich in water as an archipelago. Even that small location, you'd be able to see that there's a lot of small bodies of water. Maybe they're like creeks in size, but definitely during that time comes in handy. That's why there's a lot of people who live in that area. So it's surrounded by Manila Bay, and across is actually the Pasig River. And next, we'll be able to see some old Chinese artifacts that you could actually read with old documents.
I have to admit, I underestimated and underexpected what the Chinatown Museum would have. So at the same time, I was expecting a lot, kasi alam ko in Chinatown sa Philippines is one of the oldest Chinatowns. So I'm quite surprised. So I'm taking so much more time to stay and look around. I think even if there's Wikipedia or Google, these are things that you can't normally see because these are from artifacts. If you like facts, you'll get facts here because there's no opinions enforced. It's just really just stories. And it's really worth it. If you're Filipino, if you're Chinese, Filipino-Chinese, or curious about the Filipino-Chinese narrative and story, this is the perfect spot to also have conversations either with your friends, families, even with yourself. Ang original singer na kilala ko ay none other than singer.
Ang inside naman, isang tranvia. So yes, Philippines used to have tranvia. We're probably one of the most advanced in Southeast Asia. But World War II
Broke out?
nasira na.
Yeah, and of course, Binondo is also very famous for its fire volunteers. Back here in the Philippines or in Metro Manila, when there's a fire, we're always looking forward to see the ube truck.
So these were their gears before.
This is their history. Yep. Gas masks. Early radio. 1980s. Yeah. Those were the size of the radios when I was young.
Enjoy reviewing
Chinatown Museum. Definitely, it's a must-see. Even as a Filipino-Chinese, there were still many things that I discovered. And somehow, some details were also reinforced. But of course, there are more stories that you would see and being able to experience it personally, not just reading it. And it's nice to see all those objects come to life. Although yung iba doon naabutan ko in the 1980s were the old irons and just using all the charcoal. But especially for the young generations now, young kids, kids of today, born with all the smartphone era, this is definitely a place to visit also as a Filipino or okay. Anyway, the museum opens at 10 a.m. I don't know what, the museum opens at 10 a.m. And then make sure that you also bring blank paper so that you can have all those stamp pads and have memories to get you by also. Hope you enjoyed this episode and don't forget to subscribe at Binondo TV. Thank you for watching.